Hey Sprouts, it's me, your favorite 2026er, Onion. And today, we're going through all the things that I knit in 2025. I know, crazy. This isn't even everything. So let's get into it. So before we get started with this video, I want to do some housekeeping. I have all of my everything that I knit inside this little journal, so I will be looking over to look at like what did I do, what happened, and I want to make this really quick. So hopefully I will be able to put some stats of stuff right over here to make sure that I don't have to talk about all that extra stuff in here. I can just give you the vibes, because that's what we're here for. We're here for the vibes. We're not here for many other things except for the vibes. The first thing that I have on my records is not this, not these, but this. I'm going to try everything on because that just makes it more fun. If you haven't been here before, hi, my name is Onion, and I knit. I do a lot of things. I do a lot of acting. I do a lot of all the stuff. But today we're talking about my everything I knit in 2025, and I'm so excited to show you guys everything that I have made. I did not make, well, yes, I'll talk about this in a little bit, but this is just to wear around the house. But I will be wearing this as my base layer today, so everything will be going on top of this little fit right here. And let's try on the first thing that I made, which is this finial and fern cardigan. This cardigan was insane to make. It is gorgeous. I love it. It is one of my masterpieces that I made. And honestly, I pulled this out and my partner was like, wait, you made that this year? And I was like, yeah, I made it literally. I made this, I finished it in January. I don't have a date written, but I finished it in January. This is made with Barocco Vintage Chunky yarn. And I absolutely love this pattern. I modified it by going in between the longest size and the shortest size. I did like a middling size, and it's a good thing that I did because I was playing yarn chicken by the end of it. It is this gorgeous like gold brown color and this like charcoal dark black color in this beautiful like embroidery that is just absolutely stunning. As soon as I saw this pattern, I was like, it's giving elves. I need it now. I wanted to make the super long version, but didn't have enough yarn for that. So, yeah, absolutely love this pattern. I learned so much in this pattern. I had to steek this pattern. It's made in the round, like you make the V-neck and then you do all of the color work in the round from the top down, which was crazy, and I found out that I absolutely love color work. And then you duplicate stitch the top of these little bulbs on. So all of the stitches from like here up are duplicate stitch. So at a time it just had this on because I didn't know how easy duplicate stitch was. It's just time consuming. That's it. That's the only thing. But I love this thing. The only modification that I would make on this, well, a couple. Let's go through them. I definitely made this band a little bit too wonky. As you could tell, it can go further down in the front than it does in the back. It's a little high-low. So I would change that, but I'm not going to. I honestly don't care enough to change that. And another thing I would change is that the pattern itself calls for buttonholes. I did not put on too many buttonholes. I didn't put on any buttonholes because I was already learning so many things. And I was like, I cannot learn another skill. So I ended up not doing buttonholes, and I do regret it. I do often walk around like this with this on. I just be cold, and it's a nice, like, chunky, warm yarn that it's like, I want this part covered. So I think I'm just going to do, like, a shawl pin and just, like, stab it through and make it regular. I'm not going to do all the extraness. That's my cat and her litter box. I'm not going to do all the extraness or changing anything right now. You can see that I steeked it. You can see that I still haven't put in my duplicate stitch, like weaved in those ends. It's kind of grotesque on the inside, but you know, nobody's seeing all that. They're just seeing this absolute gorgeousness on the outside. So love this so much. If there's anything else I want to add, I'll put it right here. The next thing I made was this striped sweater. Yes, SpongeBob reference. Yes, I made it because of that. It is amazing. I love this striped sweater. And I made it with a pattern called the Easy Peasy sweater. I'm pretty sure it's a free pattern. And it is easy peasy. It's just a regular sweater, raglan, top down, do whatever you want, crank away, first time sweater. And I decided to use this pattern, and I decided to make the modification of doing a rolled over top turtleneck thing. I also made stripes. I thought the stripes looked nice. Do you think the stripes look nice, Marble? Now that you've run onto the scene? She's gonna get the zoomies. She just pooped. But I love this sweater. I made it a point that I wanted all the hems to be different colors, like how we have this dusty purple at the top, this vibrant blue for the sleeve hems, and then this dusty blue for the very bottom of the sweater. This is all Rowan Kid classic, so it has a little bit of mohair in it, which makes it very warm. Like right now it is quite itchy because it is nice and cozy in my house at this current moment, but when it's cold outside, I pull this guy out and it is a workhorse. I am also planning, I have one more set of colors of each of these, one more ball of all of these colors. I'm thinking about making pants with them. I don't know yet, haven't started on that yet, but I do have the colors to do. I said that I started this on January 12th and I ended it on January 30th. And yeah, I love this sweater. Here's the back of the sweater. It's stunning. It's gorgeous. Everybody is always like, whenever I wear this sweater, they're like, you picked out those colors yourself? Like, they're awesome. They look so good together. And I'm like, yeah, I saw them at the yarn store and I was like, those are my colors. I need those. So yeah. On to the next. My next item is this slip over. It's called the Edgar Slip Over by Johanna Garish. Don't know. Garish. It'll be right here. And I love this sweater. I love this vest. It's so good. I wear it. It's probably one of the things that I wear the most in my repertoire, in my knitted hand makes. It is made out of 100% organic cotton by Blue Sky Fibers in their color True Red. I think this color looks so good on me, and I love to wear it just like with a little casual little jeans, my ripped up jeans, and just have it. Sometimes I wear it with a bra, with like one of my fancy lacy lingerie bras, or sometimes I don't even wear it with a bra at all and I just walk around and be all like scandalous. And sometimes I wear it with like a turtleneck, black turtleneck, long sleeves. I wear it in the summer, I wear it in the winter. I love this thing. I do love that the bottom, this twisted rib, I think that this was the first time that I did twisted rib ever, maybe, but I absolutely loved how the twisted rib kind of looked like cornrows. If you hear chomping, Marvel is eating right now. She's doing all the things. Sorry, I have a cat, I have 3 dogs. If you're new here, lots of animals. But I absolutely love how the twisted rib kind of give me cornrow vibes. That is what I love the most about it, and how it's on these accents of the side right here. Now, I would, if I could, change it, which I can, but I won't. I don't like that it's shorter here than here. you go top down. You do like a regular vest. So you do like the back, then you do the side, then you connect everything together and go down, 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 and then you split for the front and the back to make this little V. And I didn't know how much yarn I was gonna have for the back, and I wanted to make sure the back was covered, so I kind of just cut off the front at the front, but I do want it to be like here, and I thought it was gonna stretch out more because it is cotton. So yeah, and it didn't. This is how long it stays all the time, which like it isn't the worst, but like it's not what I was going for, and that's okay. This is Bella. Hey Bella. Hey Ballerina. Hey Ballerina, you saying hi to good camera? Yes. She likes booty scratches. She might thunk the camera. There it is. Yep, thunk the camera. All right, Bella, go. Go, sweet girl. Good girl. Or you want to stay on camera? You want to stay right here? Okay. Yeah, but that's about all I have to say about the Edgar Slipover. I started it on January 30th and I finished it on February 4th. On to the next item. Oh, did you see the back? This is the back of it. On to the next. So this next item I only have pictures of because it was one of my self-proclaimed bad projects. I didn't like it. The pattern's awesome. Highly recommend going to get the pattern. If you really like how it looks, then I'd recommend doing that. But I didn't like how it looked on me, and it was technically for my partner, and he didn't like how it looked on him, nor did I like how it looked on him. So I ended up just frogging it. That's why I'm not wearing it right now. But it is the Summer Somewhere Polo by Crochet by Kaylin, and I started this on February 5th and I ended it on February 12th. I made the whole thing. I tested the pattern for her. It was a great pattern. It made complete sense, and I made it with Ultra Pima by Cascade. And yeah, so now I have this, which this color looks great on my fiance. So I still am going to make a shirt for him. It's just going to be a different shirt, not the Summer Somewhere shirt. I might make the Summer Somewhere shirt out of a different yarn, but I haven't decided yet. I am going to let the vibes lead me, but this is going to become a very different shirt for my fiance because it's a really good color on him. He's ginger and this color is like bronzy rose goldy, so I feel like it will look really good on him. On to the next. Sorry about that. I had some mic issues. We're getting back to it. I just wanted to say while we're taking this little break though, that if you want to see anything like updates on my patterns before I get to this whole big old blowout 2025, oh my god, she never uses that scratch pad. I am so distracted. She never uses that, but so that's awesome and amazing, and I'm so happy. But if you want to see my updates before this whole end of the year roundabout, then you can check out my Instagram, which is the same thing as my YouTube channel. It's Funyun Rings, and I post all of my makes on my Instagram. So please go check that out. It would be greatly appreciated. Okay, on to the next one. Alright, so this piece I like to say is my masterpiece. I thought that this was going to take at least 2 years. I thought that I wouldn't be able to wear this until I was 27 years old, and that would have been this year that I would have been like, yeah, I'm gonna finish that. Nope, I literally finished it. Let's see. I finished it. I started on February 18th and I finished it April 21st. Which is kind of next level, not gonna lie. I kind of blasted through this and the pattern was just so yum yum yum. Like I was just like, I have to like, I couldn't put it down. Like it kind of possessed me for a time. And it is the Dark Academia sweater. Like I said, I'm gonna put all the information here. Hopefully like all the stats, all the things. I absolutely love this sweater. My only changes would be that I wish that I used a different variegated yarn because I only had one skein of this yarn and I kind of only have like a little bit left, so I couldn't finish out the pattern for the sweater. I stopped it when I thought it was appropriate to stop it before running out, and that's what I had to do. I also don't really love the bat wing kind of thing going on. It's not my favorite, but that's how you make the sweater. I saw it before and I still made it, so it was like, what are you gonna do? I don't love this guy right here because my armpit is like here and not down here, but you know, that is the way of a circular yoke sweater. That just tends to happen with a circular yoke, and I have a really short torso and long limbs, so we know now. Also, I made these sleeves a little short, like especially this one's shorter than that one. I have the yarn to complete this and make it longer. I just haven't redone it because, yeah. And I do wish that I would have used a different yarn. I did use like a sock double twist 2-stranded yarn for the white, and I kind of wish that I would have used something else, like a merino or something. Like this is a superwash, but it's like not as soft as like a regular merino, you know? So I do wish that I would have used like a really soft yarn to be able to like really get the wear out of this. I'm sure over time it will soften up and become like a dream, but for right now it's a little bit like hard wearing, like utilitarian, I guess, and not like ooh soft. But yeah, I fully like I'm amazed that I did this. This is crazy to me that I put in this work and created this masterpiece. Again, I put a lot of details about this on my Instagram, and also there was so many vlogs that I talked about this in. So yeah, check out my vlogs. Check out the rest of this channel. There's a lot of stuff on it. So yeah, let's move on to the next. So the next item I made is actually not with me. I gave it to my mother, but it is a brick pattern floor mat using Tunisian crochet. I wanted to make this into a blanket. It was kind of like a stash buster, and it has no pattern. I just went online and was like, brick pattern, Tunisian crochet, learned how to do it, and then just cranked it away. But I didn't end up having enough yarn to make it into a full-on blanket, so I just used it to send to my mom. I just finished it off and I sent it to my mom, and now she uses it, I think, as a floor mat. So yeah, it works out. Everything works, and it's a stash buster, and it's done. So yeah, I made that from, I said that in my notes, I said I finished it because I ran out of yarn, and that I finished around April 18th. Now the next thing I made after that is actually right behind me. Do not judge me on the state of this item, because somehow it has become a dog item. I don't know how this happened, but it did. It kind of breaks my heart a little bit, but you know, we live and we move on. So here we go. This thing stinks. I gotta wash this. Yes, but this blanket that I hand knitted. Yeah. It's a dog blanket now. It is for the dogs. The dogs have taken over and stolen it, so it's not mine anymore. I mean, the dogs are mine, so therefore it's mine. But yeah, I literally just, again, looked up a video of how to floor knit, did a little loops. I'm pretty sure it's in my May vlog. So if you want to look at that, I did that. And yeah, it was great. I wanted it for myself. But again, they love soft things. They love soft things. Especially the big ones. The little ones, she kind of like soft things. But the big ones, they love soft things for their little joints. I think their joints love it. But yeah, I finished that, I think, on the last day of May. I think that's when I did that. But cannot verify for sure. The next thing I have is my ranunculus. I love this thing. I know that I'm gonna say I love a lot of the things, and I should love them. I'm the one that made them, and yeah, but this right here, no notes. No notes. I am in love with this top. It is the ranunculus by Hidori Midrosi. I'm gonna put all the information here. It is one of the top created knitting patterns, I'm sure, of all time at this point. You have to have at least one, and it's kind of required knitting, and I see why. I love this. I'm making another one in blue, in this beautiful blue yarn that I'm talking about in my knitting podcast. So if you want to see that, that is going to be in there. And I want to make another one because I made this one in, I think, 3 days. 2 days? 3 days? No, 5 days. 5 days. I made this shirt. So yeah, I started on April 2nd, and I finished it on April 7th. So yeah, it was one of the fastest weeks I've ever made that wasn't like a hat or something similar. The fastest garments I've ever made. And because it's made on such big needles and with such fine yarn, it's just and it's potato chip knitting where you just want to continue to see, but it's not too hard, and it they have so many videos for you to watch if you don't understand what something means when you get to it. This pattern, do it. And there's so many ways you can modify it and make it a little different and not make it how mine is, make it a little bit how somebody else's is, or take pieces from this one and that one and this one and that one. It is so good. It is so good. It has over 25,000 patterns. Over 25,000 people have reviewed this on Ravelry, and it is worth the hype, honestly. Like I said, I'm going to make another one. I absolutely love this pattern. I'm going to make one. I want to make it with a lower neckline. I love a high neck, but I don't need another one with a high neck, not yet, at least. But I'm going to try and make it more of a wide neck, even though the pattern starts with the same amount of stitches, whether you do a big neck or a little neck, or whatever size you do. It's kind of weird, but I'm going to figure it out. I think I'm just going to use bigger needles and then just slim down on the needles once I get to this part, which is what I did with this project. I started off on the suggested needles and went down, I think, half a size in millimeters. I think I started with a 6 and I went down to a 5.5 halfway through the yoke right here, and so it cinched in everything together, and I love it. I love it. Let me turn it around so you can see the back. I love this thing. I wear it all the time. It's very professional. It's very cute. I love that it has my arms out and it cups off at a fantastic point for me. It's not too long and it's not too short. It kind of gives muscle tee-esque vibes. No notes. Honestly, no notes. I'm making another one. I might make 10. Actually, later on, I was going to make another one, but it changed into something else. So I couldn't make it anymore because I ran out of yarn. But, yes, this is my ranunculus. First ranunculus. Okay, so this next project, I started it in April. I started this April 26th. I finished this October 16th. Now, the reason for that being, I had to make this dress basically twice. I'm not going to put it on. It's too much. I can put pictures right here of me and my fiance on Halloween if he so allows it. I also have a vlog coming out. I'll put it on. I also have a vlog coming out that has all the things about this and me making it. My month of October was really, really stressful last year. So I kind of stopped recording. I kind of stopped putting out videos in the month of October and until the end of the year. But yeah, this was one of the things that I made. I made this. It's really short. Yes, you're right. It is quite short. But I'm planning on lengthening it. But for this year, I just wanted it to be done. And it got done. And these sleeves are gorgeous. And they have beautiful lace on the sleeves and on the hem of the dress. Now, me and this dress were scrapping because, one, when I first made it, I didn't like how open the dress was. I felt like you could see through it. I didn't like that. Second of all, I didn't know whether I wanted a flouncy skirt or whether I wanted a straight down skirt. On the pattern, it calls for a straight down skirt, and it's cute. It's whatever. I might go back in, and I have so much of this yarn. I have like 10 to 12 skeins of this yarn. So I might go back in and rip this all out from the skirt and then do double or triple the amount of stitches for the skirt and make it a flounce skirt. I think that would be much more my taste. I also was originally going to make this a long skirt, like all the way down to my like calves or ankles. Again, I did not have the patience. So, I don't know. I might combine the two. I might, because it kind of gives like baby doll dress on me right now. So, I might just rip it back, make it big, flow it out, make it long. I don't know. But this is like my forever Halloween costume. That's like how I like to think of this dress, is that I'm going to wear this for every Halloween until there aren't any Halloweens anymore. So, which will never be as long as I am here. I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. So, yeah. That's why I'm not like too crushed about it being a little bit off. But I looked real good in it on Halloween. Everybody complimented me. Everybody was like, oh my god, you made that? And I was like, yes, I did. So, it fulfilled its purpose. It actually kind of looks really cute. It's like a little tunic. But if I wore it for work today, I would literally burn up so hot. But, yeah, it's super cute. It's made in Barocco Vintage. They're like regular vintage yarn. Vintage light, something. It's this yarn. Vintage DK. It's made out of this, which is part wool, part acrylic, part nylon. So I can just throw it in the washing machine to make it wash. And yeah, it's gorgeous. And I love it. Moving on to the next thing. This is my scheduled hat interlude. I made actually more than 3 hats this year. I made 4 hats this year. And they're all gifts. I didn't keep any hats this year. I don't know why I didn't make any hats for myself. But I made a rainbow hat for my friend Kayla. I made a crochet flouncy mushroom hat for my friend Cloud. I made a hat, a like bolo, sailor hat for my friend Landon. And I made a toboggan hat for my roommate Chris. So yeah, hopefully I showed all of them over here. If I have a picture, I think I don't have one for Chris's one. And I also made a scarf for my other roommate Dylan. I made socks. Here's the socks. Continuing our interlude, this is my first pair of socks. They're a little worse for wear because I like wear them all the time. I wore them yesterday. These are my first pair of socks. I follow the same sock pattern every time. I only have 2 pairs of socks. because they take me so long. Literally, the first sock will take me 10 years and the second socks will take me 2 days. I don't know why that is. That's the tea though. I love these socks so much. I wear them almost every day. I wear them whenever I see them. I'm like, "Ooh, I should wear those." And then I wear them. I need to make more socks because I made 2 pairs of socks. I only wear these 1 pair of socks because my fiance also loves my socks. And I kind of just gifted him a pair of socks. So let me just go ahead and get into those socks. These socks, I started them on May 18th and I finished them June 14th. Like I said, I finished the second sock in like a week. The first sock was the issue. My second pair of socks are these socks, which again, I'm not going to get close to the camera because they look horrific because I haven't washed them. And again, we have 3 dogs and 1 cat. So there's hair everywhere. But these socks, I like to call either my Ring of Fire socks or my Lyra socks for different reasons. These socks are based off of the Lyra pattern, the Lyra tee, which I haven't talked about yet, but I will talk about soon. This is the same cable pattern that is on the Lyra tee. And yeah, these are the socks that my fiance wears. I made these socks for me. These were supposed to be my socks. And then I was like, "Oh, babe, you should try on these socks," because they were a little stretchy, too much stretchy on the top of the sock. So I was like, this might not work for my foot. I told him to try it on. He was like, "I love these. These are fantastic." I had already talked to him about making him socks. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just give them to him. So yeah. He has his own pair of socks. He loves these socks. These are his like walk around the house socks. Again, that's why they are the way that they are. And yeah, they are stunning and I love them. And I'm so glad I made them for him. And I'm so glad he loves them. But moving on from there, we'll come back to the Lyra soon. Don't worry, we'll get there. But I made these socks from September 7th to December 22nd. I just wanted to go ahead and get the socks out of the way while we were here. Back to the garments. I made my granny square vest. I made this granny square vest in... Oh, right. It took me over a year. It took me over a year to finish this. And it's a whole bunch of granny squares. Now, granny squares are easy to make. Granny squares are a great basic project. Whatever you're making a project out of them, oof. Oof, oof, oof. It is like a death of 1,000 cuts, okay? And these are all super small granny squares. They're teeny tiny, itty bitty, little 5x5 fingering wool granny squares. And putting them together, difficult. Making them a vest, difficult. All the things. All the other parts of the granny square vest, besides making the granny squares, was hard. And I didn't want to use an actual pattern to do it. I just wanted to do it myself. It was difficult. Again, not easy, not simple, hard. So yeah, it took me over a year. I used this yarn that I got in Vermont a couple of years ago, and it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love this thing. I don't love it as much as the other things. I do like it a lot. It is nice to pair on top of my black clothes because black and green go together so well. But yeah, if you heard that, that is Marvel. She's licking herself. We have things on the window that hit the window whenever she gets too close to them. So yeah, and then this is Zinc. You've met all of my dogs in this video and my cat. Lucky you. They just won't settle down. That is this granny square vest that I have on right here. Let's move on to the next item. Now that our little helper over here has settled, this is the next shirt that I made. It is, oh gosh, I forgot the name of the pattern. I call it my Midsummer shirt. I was in the show Midsummer. Midsummer's Night's Dream when I was making this shirt. It is not called that. It's a pattern. It is called this as the pattern. And these are the specs and these are all the things that I did. This yarn is Noro yarn. I think it's Gisha? Geisha? I don't know. I can't remember. I will look it up later. Not right now though. I do love this shirt as well. I wore it as my birthday shirt. I wore it on my birthday with these little green cropped shorts and with the green cropped top and the high-waisted shorts. It was a vibe. It was super cute. This yarn is plant-based yarn. It is like cotton and really breathable, airy. So it's really nice for summer days. And it's super cute. It's nice and boxy. And it has these cable detailing down the raglan that is super nice. That goes all the way down the sides as well. It doesn't just stop at the raglan. It keeps going down. I really enjoyed working on this shirt. It was really easy to knit up. And the fake cabling, it's not like actual full-on cables. It's super simple, and once you get the hang of it, it's so easy to do, and it's a nice little detail to have on the raglans and not just like blank. So yeah, I really like the colors of this Noro yarn. I'm not much of a yellow, gold, orange person, but the black and green, I'm glad that it started off with the black and green on this part and ends off with the black and green on the bottom. I usually wouldn't put these colors together, but it works. It works. It's not bad at all. I'm not mad at it. And it does, like, it's a nice, like, summer color palette, you know? It's like summer days and then summer nights, you know? It's giving that energy. So, yeah. This is a really cute summer top to wear around. I can't wait to wear it this upcoming summer. I'm so ready for summer. It's so cold outside. Oh my god. The midsummer shirt, I started June 19th and I finished it July 2nd. The next item I made are these headphone horns. I made these on July 9th, fully from my stash. Me and my fiance have the same headphones. He likes just having his sleek, and he was like, "You're gonna put something on yours, right?" And I was like, totally. I don't do amigurumi. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. I don't do really accessorizing. But I was like, you know, I could do something. Did this. Issues. Issues are that, like, when I put them on, this is what they do. Or somehow I'll have them and they'll just be like this. I don't know why these strippy parts get in my face. I need a way to like do all the way down here and I just have to do the whole thing because I thought I would just be able to tie them real tight right here and that they would stay up like this, but they do not, obviously, stay up like that. So I'm going to have to do some workshopping on these horns and figure out how to make them better. But, yeah, fully from my stash, fully just cranked them out one day, was feeling bored, got done. Yeah, so the next item is my Lyra tee. Yes, I told you we would come back to it. The time is now. This is my Lyra tee. I started this, I believe, on my birthday. I started it on July 10th, so a couple of days after my birthday, but I think I bought the pattern on my birthday, actually. And it is this beautiful cabled t-shirt, and it's just a little, like, quaint little t-shirt, nice, and move around in. I wear it to work very often, as you can tell. I will wear this to work today, right now. It is a very light shirt. I made it with Cascade Heritage yarn, which is a sock weight yarn, a fingering weight yarn, and it is stunning. It's beautiful. I was talking to my friend about it at work the other day, and he was like, I was telling him about my knitting channel and everything, which, like and subscribe, please. Thank you. And I was like, I was wearing a different outfit, and I was like, yeah, I made this shirt that I'm wearing right now. And he was like, you made that? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I thought you got that from a store. And I was like, I know, right? It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, this was super easy as well. It only took me a couple days to make. Yeah, it took me about a month to make. So I started it in July 10th. I finished it August 7th. And it was super cool, super easy, super fun. It's soft and elegant and sophisticated and not screaming in your face like, it's just a little like, I wear this to all of my, I really like how like professional it looks. It looks very like, do me on, I'm here to do my job, That's what I'm trying to get, but it's so comfy and cozy and nice, and I love touching like the texture on it. It's such a good squishy texture. It's so lovely. So yeah, highly recommend that pattern too. Irene Lynn, I love almost all of her patterns. I might just make all of her patterns. They're so awesome. So yeah, I am so happy with this shirt and how it turned out. I honestly wouldn't change anything about it. It's so stunning and good, and that's why I'm working on an Irene Lynn piece right now. So yeah, if you want to hear more about that, check out my knitting podcast where I talk about that. So yeah, moving on. All right, so I'm going to speed run through these last few items because I don't have them anymore. They were all gifts. So one of them was a gift for my mom-in-law. I made her a headband. It's called the Oceanborn Headband by Audrey Borrego, and it was great. I made it out of DK Yarn Bee yarn. I think it's called like Sleek and something. But I believe she loved it. She really enjoyed it when I gave it to her, and here is the picture of it. I will have that in my July vlog that just came out for me, but might be long past for you. So if you want to look that up, it is definitely in my July vlog. I made that from July 28th to July 30th. It didn't take long. I just cranked away, and I believe that was, I know that I was cranking on that for a little bit, and in succession with my Lyra tee, it made the Lyra tee go so much faster because I was like, oh, I understand how cables work now, because I just had to do this little tiny piece but had intricate cables. So they went really well together, hand in hand. The next thing that I have to talk about is my mom's sweater and my dad's sweater. I finished both of those before Christmas, which was the goal, thank goodness. I had them try it on when I gave it to them on Christmas, and then as soon as they tried it on, I told them to take it off. If they loved it, tell me if they loved it. They said they loved it. I weaved in the ends and sent them on their way. So if I can have pictures of them in their sweaters. My dad's sweater is the, Flax DK sweater by Tin Can Knits. The one with the garter stitch on the sleeve and on the shoulder. That is my dad's pattern, and my mom's pattern is the Step by Step cardigan by Florence Miller, and it was originally going to be a ranunculus, but I didn't have enough yarn for my mom's ranunculus because, chunky weight yarn, it comes in smaller yardage than like a fingering weight yarn, so I only had a certain amount, and I had enough to just make a plain sweater and not anything with any lace detailing or anything to it. So, yeah, my mom got a plain one, and hers is short sleeve. My dad got a long sleeve sweater. They both really enjoyed their sweaters. They really loved them, and they were just like, oh, you made us a sweater. And I was like, yes, of course. I love you guys. You deserve the world. So, yeah. And the very last thing that I made. I started on my mom's sweater on August 7th, and I started on my dad's sweater on October 16th. So, starting early. Starting real early on those. And the last thing I made is this guy. This beautiful, chunky guy. I made this sweater. I started on it on April 28th. I finished on it December 28th. And me and my fiance basically live in this thing. We love this thing. It is our fifth baby, apparently. And we take turns wearing it. It is so comfy. It is made from yarn from Joann's, so you can't get any more. I think it's the icing yarn. I can't remember what the actual yarn itself is, but it's like blanket yarn, and I made into a blanket hoodie. This has a pattern for it. It is the Bernat blanket hoodie, I'm pretty sure it's called, knitted version. There is also a crochet version, so if you want to get into that, get into it. I'm definitely going to make another one because we were supposed to share this, but my fiance likes it a lot, and sometimes we fight over it, and that's not good. So I'm just gonna have to make another one, and I think I'm gonna make another one out of homespun and maybe crochet it, but I haven't decided yet. But this one is just so comfy cozy that I love it. So yeah. So that concludes all the things that I made this year. Well, not this year, last year in 2025. I might have missed some things. Honestly, when I saw how many things that I made over this past year, I was kind of flabbergasted. I was not expecting all of this stuff. It felt like I made that first cardigan like 3 years ago, honestly. This year has been going so long but so fast. It's insane. I expect this year to be no different. I already have a finished object from this year, so if you want to check that out, I'm going to keep plugging my knitting podcast. Please go look at it. But if you enjoyed today's video, please tell me that you enjoyed today's video by liking the video. And if you really, really, really enjoyed today's video, then please leave me a comment down below telling me that you enjoyed today's video. I'm so glad that you came to sit with me and listen to what I had to say. And I would love to listen to what you have to say down in the comments below. What are some of the things that you worked on this year? What are the things that you absolutely loved? What are the things that you can improve on? And what are the things that you gifted? I am so happy to be back filming and recording and editing videos. It's gonna be a wild time. Let's just say 2026 has already been a wild year as it's been. And as you have seen, I have a whole new location, whole new things to make this an exciting filming time. So I hope that you will stick with me and hang out with me. I would love to hang out with you. And yeah, I believe that's everything. Yeah. If you want to know more about my stash, I have a whole video coming on about that. If you want to know more about what I'm making right now, please go watch my knitting podcast. I'm going to try and have that coming out every so often. And I'm still trying to figure out my calendar for posting, because since I have such a back catalog, like I said, I didn't post anything from like the month of October until the first week of January. So I have a backlog that is pretty hefty, but I want to make sure that I'm making timely videos that y'all want to watch, videos that I want to make, videos that I would watch if I was a consumer of the videos, a customer of the videos. So, yeah. All right. I'm going to let you go. I hope you have a lit one, and if you don't want to have a lit one, please have a athlete's foot hot one. I heard that that's a very itchy, hot thing to have. So, Did I say I hope you have a lit one? I hope you have a blessed one. You know what? I just hope you have a blessed one. It's already been lit enough. We don't need to be any more lit. We just need more blessed. Because it's, whoa. Alright. I love you guys, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye.